So good afternoon, YouTube. So I'm here on Sunday afternoon, very early afternoon, and I'm about to start repair on my wife's C6, the black C6 Corvette. When I was driving her car after I wrecked my silver one, and I was waiting for the insurance and all that to get kind of handled out, I actually ran over like one of the bases or the stands to like those construction cones. I didn't realize they were like made of like solid metal or something, but they were extremely hard. When I ran it over, it just messed up like everything inside the car. So like the stereo cut out and cut back on, and long story short, the HUD messed up. It completely fell down to where you couldn't see it anymore. So I have to go back in, and I'm gonna end up taking I'm not gonna do the whole dash removable. I'm gonna try to just take out the instrument cluster and bezel. So this is the bezel right here, and then this whole instrument cluster, and try to remove it from there to get to it, which is right here. So it's falling down so much to where it's either you can't see it at all, or it's like really high and it's partially cut off. I don't know if you can see it in the reflection. Well, you really can't see it now, but basically from what I can tell is that the mirror kind of fell off its hinges, and so I'm going to try to take it apart and try to repair it all here in one day. Wish me luck. So first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to make sure all the windows are down. Yeah, they're down. I'm going to pop the trunk just in case it might be needed. Lift up just a little bit. There we go. And next I'm going to disconnect the battery. After we disconnect the battery, then everything should be good to go.
Get on. Beats by Nevs.
Alright, got the bezel removed. It was harder than I thought because of the connectors. These plugs right here that plug to the back of the you know, to change out your gauges and your different pages. So I have to remove them just to get to the connectors, because they were positioned at the bottom like this, and you really can't see underneath to get a screwdriver. So alright, and on to the next thing. Alright, we got the bezel off and the instrument cluster. As you can see, this right here is where the this is the HUD, the whole HUD assembly. So of course I could disconnect this, but I think the hardest thing, or one of the things I have to do, is to I have to cut, so I saw this AC duct in order to drop it enough and pull it out. But here we go. So we're having a little bit of difficulty cutting away this AC duct right here. So I got the bottom of this one cut through, and most of the top. And now I'm working on this side so I can see if I can, you know, pull it down like this. As you can see a little bit there. Maybe you can't see, but you can see it dips down. Trying various tools here. So I've tried, I don't know where it went, but I tried. Here it is. I've tried a normal Gerber with a knife section here in the back. That's what I initially got it through. Then I've tried my knife that I picked up on my drive back from California. I've tried shears and also tried a drill bit. Not this drill bit, an actual, where is it at? Here it is. An actual drill bit. So what I did is I put it up against it and just used the heat and the friction to try to pull on the plastic. That kind of worked a little bit. And so now I am using, I don't know where I put it. Now I am using a grinder. And the grinder's working pretty well. You can see it, but it's going to leave a huge channel. So, and also, you know, molten plastic all over the place. So I'm going to put a towel down and get back to work. Alright, so we got the duct cut off. It wasn't a smooth and even cut, but that's something we'll worry about later. As you can see here. So the next thing to do, yeah, that's a mess right there, all that molten plastic. So yeah, I gotta clean that up later. But next thing is to remove the 3 screws that hold it in there, or 4 screws, and then pull it out. So finally got it out. It was really hard prying these tabs off. I did see a guy on YouTube, one of his things that he did is when he goes to put it back on is he cut a slit so it could just slide in there instead you have to pry it up about a 1/4 to 1/2 inch over some tabs. But anyway, let's try to take it apart, figure out what's going wrong. You can see that's the mirror. Can't really see what's going on, but let's see what's happening. So got it open, and what it looks like is that, as you can see, the mirror just bounced all around. It's not even attached to anything. Gotta figure out where it was attached, and I think we just put it back where it was, and that should be it. Hope so. Let's get to work. So found out what's wrong with it. You see I got these 2 silver washers, so it basically deteriorated enough to where the plastic became deteriorated from the rust. So I just added an extra washer there. I added one here because it was starting to deteriorate, and then down there, as you can see, it's a little bit bigger than the hole. You see how big the hole is? It was deteriorating as well. So I added washers there, got it all hooked back up. But also you can see that all these other washers are rusted, but nothing's occurring to the plastic just yet. I might put some washers on there, especially, you know, like here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put some washers on there and make this last a lot longer. Okay, I went ahead and changed quite a few of these and put some washers on there. Gonna go ahead and polish up the lens because it's got fingerprints on it, and the other lens right here, and then put it all back together. Alright, got it all back together, polished the lens up, even cut little slots here. Hopefully that helps. It should help to get it back in there a lot easier, and installation should be a lot quicker. But I do gotta go to the auto parts store and get some tape for the AC duct. Alright, got everything hooked back up. Still need to clean up the area, but alright, here's a moment of truth to see if it works. Alright, at least it started up, no issues. you know what I think I forgot to do is plug the freaking thing back in, actually. Oh, I always forget to do something freaking simple, and now look at me, I gotta take this all back apart. Wow. All right, next, there I go. About to have to take this all back out again and plug it in. All right, so taking most of it apart and finding out that I actually plugged it in. You can see, I don't know if you just saw it just a second ago. You can kind of see it right there, that it's actually working. One of the things you had to do is I had to turn the brightness back up because I darkened it, and you push all the way down on here, and I actually can see that when I saw the mirror moving up and down, I can see it working fine. You can see I'm pushing up and pushing down, so you know everything works fine. I'm dimming it, so yeah, didn't take that long. Just had to go to the store and go get some HVAC tape, but no, it's pretty straightforward. Pain level factor was probably maybe about a 1. Got a few scratches, but other than that, didn't really sweat. And it turned out pretty good. If you haven't been to the channel before, thank you for watching, and please like and please subscribe.